Why am I so enamored with RC aircraft from the past? Why do I keep reviewing old models from the past that almost no one cares about? There are two reasons. First, I think it's important to research and chronicle the history of this wonderful hobby so that we know where all the latest technologies implemented into modern RC aircraft came from and have an appreciation of the amazing and very inexpensive flying machines we have at our disposal these days. In the age when most people are obsessed with the latest and greatest and the unattainable, reflecting back and remembering the past is critical to having a comprehensive and healthy perspective. The second reason is a more selfish one, but still some of you older folks may agree. I am simply nostalgic. You may laugh at me, but I really miss the old days when the foamies were made out of the terribly brittle styrofoam, powered by heavy nickel cadmium batteries and weak brushed motors, and controlled by FM or even AM radios. I remember spending long evenings gluing together all the little pieces after an unfortunate landing attempt because those models were precious to me and also relatively expensive. Here in this video I'm introducing my local friend Tim, whom I have been meeting in our local park in the evenings and weekends to have great conversations and exchange RC stories. Tim was kind enough to dust off his old Guillow's Snap&Fly 3-in-1 micro RTF modularized RC airplanes and bring them to the park for showing me. He flew the model with the canards. Let's watch together and have a blast from the RC's past. Hi Tim, this is a very nice looking little plane. What is it? You don't know?
It might have been Guillow, the company Guillow.
The Guillow?
It's called It Will Fly. There's different planes. There's a canard, and then there's a biplane.
It looks tiny. You said it's 3-channel?
Very delicate, yep. So we got
Oh, it's like almost on-off. Not like proportional. It's like a little bit. No, it is. Okay.
Hear the noise? Listen.
Oh, interesting.
I think they just did that for fun, Maybe the actuators.
Yeah. I mean, these are magnetic actuators, folks. It's not the servos. It has magnetic actuators.
And
really
the nose
tiny.
Comes off.
I mean, I was going to show inside. It's like magnetic actuator, no servos. It's electromagnets pulling, pushing, and other magnets.
So you don't have a lot of fine little, but it was working once a couple years ago. So
it's very cool. Happy flying. Wow, I wasn't expecting to be that fast. It is fast. And it is. And it's singing. Oh, something came off. Folks, I don't know if you're hearing it, but during the control it was singing different notes.
Yeah, I gotta find that battery. Here it is.
But it was flying fast and nice, very true.
Yeah.
I think it's the breeze is a little too strong for it, huh?
Maybe. Yeah, it's come through the...
It's just coming from the west today. Wow, look at the battery. It's magnetically held in place, huh?
Yeah, just the connectors are magnets, so...
Even the battery connections are magnetic. Very interesting. So it is singing. It's a good thing. It is singing.
Alright. And the magnets, see the controls hook up with these magnets. So you can take this off and then it's click, click.
I remember these types, and now I remember. So they were selling one power unit with 3 different fuselages. So you can just take one off, put it on another one, so you end up flying 3 different, very different planes with the same bottom part, which is the power and control unit. So I remember, I forgot what the brand is, but I'll look it up. Very interesting design. It's an older design of park flyers. Things have changed quite a bit since then, but very interesting.
They're kind of fussy.
Yeah. I mean, people didn't mind fussy in the past, but
Nah.
when these were novelty items, but things have improved, so now people want everything working out of the box without any issues
And, you can
and
track
up
them.
in the air in like 5-10 minutes after charging the battery. Everybody wants these planes to be like ready to play, especially the beginners, and for a good reason, because if a beginner pilot, RC pilot, has a bad experience, first bad experience, I mean, there's a good chance that they are not going to come back to the hobby. So these companies, they would like to create things that are almost foolproof, the new ones, so anybody can fly without having a bad experience. Is it working?
Oh, all right.
It is working. Great. All right, I think the wind died down a little more, so hopefully the second flight will be longer.
You can go 2 mistakes high.
Yeah, 2 mistakes high is the way to fly, or even 3. And it is singing, folks. I don't know if you can hear it, but it flies beautifully, very smooth in the air, and it is making these synthesized sounds. Very cool. Making these really funny synthesized sounds. Very nice little plane. This is definitely an RC oldie but goldie. Definitely an RC oldie but goldie. From the past of RC aircraft. I'll try to... Beautiful. Flies very smooth. I mean, it has a canard, so it's a really strange design. Look at that.
They are hard to stall. But I can see the surfaces are not lined up very well.
But it is flying amazing.
I know, I lost my
Orientation, yeah. It happens during the dusk time, so...
You have to boot it
So-
up again.
So when it has a hard landing like this, it just separates into 2 or 3 pieces. So the third piece being the battery. But I mean, the power wind's working, and then these connectors are magnetic. So as long as you align them well, they should just... I think the small one needs to cross to the other side.
Yep.
And then they just click in place. They use little magnets to put the control rods in place and connect them. Very ingenious design.
They're pretty fragile. They're just very thin.
Yeah,
foam.
very thin, and then it's, I think, the Styrofoam, not the new
Yeah,
type
and
of
the new-
EPP or EPO foams. So
But
that's
they're
his
very,
expanded
very cool.
polystyrene.
Yeah, those new foams, you can just, like, they bounce.
Oh god, they bounce. They are very resilient.
Yeah,
These you have to baby.
yeah. It's amazing how long they fly, that little battery, but even now, 15 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Just
15,
flying.
sometimes 20 minutes if I'm not ham-fisted on the throttle.
This,
it was-
this will fly a while.
It's very lightweight. Yeah, it flies much better towards the wind. So now it's going towards the wind. It slows down, but
Yeah, I don't like it's hard to keep the orientation on this canard for some reason.
yeah, it almost looks like it's flying backwards because the canard looks like the horizontal stabilizer.
I'm just going to keep it flying in left-hand circles so I don't get...
Absolutely. That's what I tell my sons when they fly. Just go in circles. You cannot make mistakes. Always left turns usually feels easier for people somehow. Right turns feel harder. I don't know if it's like something to do with being righty or lefty.
Yeah. Okay, no more power. Okay, no more power. Okay, no more power.
Oh my god, I should have caught it probably, but I had my camera in my hand, sorry.
Look, I had the power all the way up and it just...
Yeah, I think it cut down the power, but that was a brilliant landing. Almost landed on me.
That's why we like little planes on.
Yeah, it's in small park. Yeah, these are called park flyers. Even if it hit you, you know, just that was a mosquito, I think. I have a little red bump. Well, thank you, Tim, for sharing this experience. This is really interesting. I love seeing like old RC airplanes because these are the technologies that brought us to today, basically.
That's right.
And it has a LiPo battery, right? That's
yeah. It's kind of a standard. I think it's 150
milliamp hours.
Yeah,
and but it's magnetic. Look at the connectors.
You know, click it on, you can hear it. So it's a magnet and also a electric connector.
Yeah.
So, look.
Magnet, electrical magnet connector. So it's just kind of floating over there.
Yeah. And you see, these are in all the little helicopters.
And then the controller has...
This is a neat controller. I don't know if it's 2.
This is also a charger, right?
Yeah, that's one good thing.
And it is called It Can Fly.
Yeah.
Look, It Can Fly. Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah, right.
It sure does fly.
It can crash.
It can crash as well, or land on somebody's head.
But I don't know if there's, I guess it's pretty modern. I don't know.
Yeah, I will look it up and
okay.
Just write it down. If I find it, I'll also put a couple pictures. Well, Tim, thank you so much for sharing this experience. It was really interesting. And I hope I will see you again with other planes here.
Okay, buddy.
Take care.